Batman. Hey, what's up, sidekicks? Welcome back to another review. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man from the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And this is the tech suit, or I guess what people are referring to as the tech suit. But if you want to go see the unboxing of that video, there will be a card up there for those of you who want to see the unboxing of the video. And I did do a little bit of some posing action at the end of that video, and I did film it outside. Sorry if the audio is pretty bad. But before we get into the figure itself and the accessories, let's take a look at the box. On the back of the box, we can see Spider-Man in all his glory, along with his two web wings. And up here we have a little brief bio of Spider-Man. Feel free to pause and read that. And here we have the other figures in the Build a Wing wave, which a lot of people thought was very unique of Marvel to do, because no other companies try to do a wing thing for Vulture. And for the figures to collect the Build a Wings, you need Spider-Man tech suit, Spider-Man homemade suit, Moon Knight, Spider-Man Cosmic Spider-Man, Tombstone. Who is this guy? Sinister Villains. I think his name's the Beetle. I think that's the Beetle. And Vulture. And then right here's the Build a Wings. And then right here's a little cut where I made yesterday by accident. But yeah, here's Spider-Man in the back of the box basically. On the side we have a nice picture of Spider-Man swinging his web. Right here we have the Build-A-Wing from the Vulture. Right here we have the two extra hands that were included. And Spider-Man Homecoming logo. Along at the top we have the Marvel Legends symbol. And right here on the side we have this nice picture of Spider-Man again. And that's basically it for the box. So let's get that out of the way. Let's get on to the actual figure itself. Let me just put the box as a backdrop. But yeah, the Spider-Man figure is very cool. I really do like it. I think it's a really, really cool figure. I do think that this figure has a lot of posability in it, but you know, there's some little nitpicks I have with the figure. And my first nitpick, I don't know if this is just with my figure, but that ab crunch sound is very, very annoying to hear, especially when you're trying to get into some poses. You don't want to hear that because it sounds like it's going to break. And I don't want this figure to break, because if it breaks, I'm probably going to return it because I don't want to get another one and risk the same thing happening. But yeah, I don't like that sound. It just is not appealing at all. I mean, I have other figures that do ab crunches, and I've never had one that does that sound. The Star-Lord I even picked up does not make that sound. Another complaint that I have is this, is that right here, I don't understand what's going on. His arm cannot bend, all the way back, and he's not double jointed either. Look right here, not double jointed. But right here, his arm can go up smoothly, but his arm is just stuck, and that is pretty annoying to me. I do not really like that the factory workers or whatever didn't really see that. So that's annoying, because when you want to get a Marvel Legends Spider-Man, especially a Spider-Man figure, you want to have a lot of posability, because that's what Spider-Man is. He's a pretty posable guy. That's what he's basically known for. And when you got something like this, where it makes noise when you do the ab crunch, and you have that sticking out, which looks ugly. See, here's a comparison. It just kind of makes the figure look bad. I do like the figure, though. I think the figure looks amazing. I love the detail to it. But I just wish that the factory workers would have noticed that. Now, enough with the nitpicking. Let's get on to the actual good qualities about the figure. The good qualities about this guy are a lot. There's a lot of good qualities. The suit looks amazing. I think that there's a lot of good articulation and posability, but there's no toe bend right here, no toe articulation, so that kind of sucks. But his head can do a 360 all around, which is nice. I have no trouble with that. Can go look down that far, look up, and I like the articulation, so I'm going to show it off a little bit. And right here he has a butterfly joint, which is really nice. And his shoulder can move up like that. That's some nice bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, like I already mentioned. Double jointed knees. There is a thigh swivel. Some ankle articulation. I don't think it can move side to side. I don't know if there's a pivot down there. I think there is. His legs can go out this far, but they will break off. You can break them off, but they'll snap right back in. I was trying to make him do the crisscross applesauce yesterday, or whatever you would call that, and his leg broke off, but I was able to put it back on with no trouble, because it was just attached to a peg. I don't know if I can get it off for you guys. Yeah, just like that. It can easily break off, and then you can just put it back in. Again, I do not know if that's a problem with my Spider-Man, but yeah. But he does have a little spider on the back like he did in the movie, and I just think this figure is overall really detailed. Now he does come with an extra head, and this is what the extra head looks like. It's his eyes wide open, and this one kind of looks like comic accurate to me. And he does come with two web wings, which here's one of the web wings. And these things are pretty much useless. They do not even attach to the figure at all. I don't even know what the point of making these were. I don't understand the point, but, you know, I guess they want to make it as accurate as possible. They do not stand. This is kind of misleading right here, but they do have it in the picture. Oh yeah, you just have some waste swivel, but I have heard some people say that the waste will break off if you, like, I don't know, it just will break off. I've seen some people just talk about that before in the comments. But you can remove his head, and it's pretty easy. Just on a peg, and then you can put his head on, like so. And his head looks really cool. I mean, the color scheme isn't really matching up, but that's okay. I still like the figure. Very cool figure. But here's how the leveling goes, and if you were wondering, I have to use the box because I never really put this in. I didn't really bother doing it. Yeah, this does not stand. There's like really no way to get it to stand. It's pretty useless in my opinion. But yeah, that's basically it for this review. I went over the articulation and everything, so yeah, it's basically it for this review. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. And my final verdict for this figure, for the Spider-Man figure, is that I think it's really cool. I think a lot of Spider-Man collectors and fans will enjoy this piece. I think it'll be nice for to set up a Spider-Man collection and whatnot. But the articulation, you might get a few mess ups here and there with the figure. I've seen some people review this thing, and I've seen a lot of mess ups with it. But overall, I think it's a good figure, and yeah, I think any Spider-Man fan will enjoy this figure. Any Marvel Legends collector. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you do not forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Go over to my main channel, subscribe to that, because that has 100 subscribers. And if you're wondering, my 75 subscriber special will be coming out next week, and my 100 subscriber special will be announced sometime soon. Yeah, that's basically it for this review, and I'll see you guys later. Batman out.